Everyone, I'm meteorologist Jesse McNeil. Weather impact alert. We have it for today. We talked about this really all week long. We're talking about today and tomorrow with the greatest impacts of this storm making its way over toward us. Today is that day, folks. Even though our rain is light right now, that rain will intensify as we head into the latter afternoon, going into the evening. In fact, the winds will be the strongest overnight going into Friday morning as well. So we want you to be weather aware. Start getting your plan together at least now, because this could lead to some power outages. We're talking about Hurricane Helene. Now, the storm is still down into the Gulf. And so we're not seeing, what we're seeing outside right now is not the outer bands from that. This is just rain for us, but the outer bands will start to move in our direction, and that's when things will start to intensify on us as we head through the afternoon. So it would be a good plan if you need to go out and get some batteries, maybe go out and get some groceries. The time to do that would be now. It's a little bit dicey out there because we have the wet weather, but it won't be as strong as it will be later on this afternoon. That heavy rain already leading to flooding in the area, so you're going to see more of that popping up. Minor flooding along some of our area, rivers and streams out there, and so that's just going to continue to pile up because that water really has nowhere to go. Strong winds will start as we head through the overnight as well, expecting those to pick up around midnight, and then thereafter they'll get a little bit stronger in our area. You're talking about sustained winds could be around 35 miles per hour, 39 miles per hour. That can take down some trees. If they happen to fall on power lines, of course, you know what that means. Yeah, we're going to see some power outages around the area. It doesn't take for our area at least to have a tropical system move through. Just those stronger winds could knock out the power. There's also a tornado risk. It's lower for us right now, a little bit stronger over toward our easternmost counties, but one could pop up, one or two could pop up in our area. It's certainly possible, so we'll be monitoring that as well. Here's a better look at the rain on the radar right now. You notice that red box over toward Augusta and eastward. That is where we have a tornado watch that's in effect. There are a couple tornadoes a little bit further down to the south and east of our area as we speak, and so it's that area that has the greater risk for that severe weather. We are dealing with the rain right now with a few pockets out there of moderate rain. That's where you see some of those yellows in there. So over toward the Ackworth area, that extends a little bit further down into Cobb County and over into Paulding County as well. South of Roswell, over into the Sandy Springs area, you got some moderate rain. No lightning strikes associated with any of this. It's light over into Lawrenceville, Sugar Hill, Canton, over toward Taylorsville, and even over here to the west over into Cedartown. Light rain, but some of that heavier rain will be coming your way. It's already in our southernmost counties. As you can see, Edenton dealing with that heavy rain, a little bit more widespread down here as well. You see all that yellow up toward Godfrey and into Madison as well. Along I-20, as you make your way closer to the city, you're going to be running into some of that heavy rain, and a lot of this will be making its way further off to the north. So Jackson, you may have some light, steady rain right now, but more of that heavy rain is coming your way probably within the next 30 minutes or so. Where is the storm right now? Well into the Gulf right here, and you can start to see as it gets closer to land, radar starting to pick up that well-defined eye wall there. That will continue to intensify as it moves up to the north. Could become a Category 3, maybe even a Category 4 before it makes landfall tonight over toward the Big Bend area. There's those red boxes that you see. These are tornado watches. We have it in the southern portions of our state and over toward the east where you see these filled in red boxes. Those are tornado warnings. We've got one in South Carolina, one in our state as well, down toward even south of the Macon area, and then over toward the southeast. More of those will begin to pop up as well. We're not going to see a whole lot of daytime heating, but certainly during the afternoon, that's when we'll start to see these thunderstorms produce these tornadoes that will be around our area. There again is the wall, the eye wall, well defined now. Category 2 hurricane, packing those winds up to 105 miles per hour, moving to the northeast at about 14 miles per hour. So some good forward speed with this particular system. So yeah, likely to make landfall later on this evening and then head further up our way. Want it to stay really that fast, because that means it moves through quicker. That's lesser the impacts. The more it lingers around, you're talking heavier amounts of rain. You're talking longer time with wind to knock down those trees. So we're hoping that it stays at this forward clip. And the latest track from the Hurricane Center shows that, you know, the longer it takes to get to an update or at least a time frame there means the faster it goes, right? So we're looking at 120 mile per hour winds possible as it makes landfall. That'll be later on tonight. Then it moves through the southern portions of the state, still at hurricane status at that point. So winds in the southern portions of the state will be 100 miles per hour plus. Once it gets up our way, it becomes more of a tropical storm. And so that's why we're looking at a tropical storm warning in our area, because we could see wind gusts at about 60, maybe 65 miles per hour. That could do some big time damage for us, of course. Then it continues to push off to the north, where it will start to linger over toward western Kentucky and Tennessee. We'll still get some wraparound winds from this, even though the rains would leave us by Friday afternoon. Keep it locked right here for the very latest all day long. We'll have it for you.